On my way to the NBA, it took 15 years. It took 15 years for me to become. My dad went to the sporting goods store and bought me and my brother basketball at the same exact time. When my dad gave me a basketball, I was a what? I was a what? Amateur. The first time my dad put that basketball in my hand, I was an amateur. And 15 years later, I was a pro. He gave my brother that same basketball, and my brother played high school basketball, but after high school, it was over. So the truth is, we both had the same opportunity. We had the same resources, but I made a decision to not stay an amateur, and I began to progress and become a novice. After I became a novice, I became a learner. After I became a learner, I became skilled. Man, if you put me in the gym right now, man, and give me a basketball, I won't miss. Why? Because I was a pro. I used to shoot 500 shots a day, every single day, for 15 years. For you to play in the NBA, you have to be one of the best basketball players in the world. But to play in the NBA, you had to become one of the best basketball players in the world. The NBA is a global industry. When I retired from the NBA, if I could be honest with you, I didn't make Magic Johnson money, I didn't make Kobe Bryant money, I didn't make LeBron money, I made Walter Bond money. So when I got done, me and my wife looked at the checking account and we said, we got 12 months to figure this out or we're gonna go belly up. When I grew up, my mom and dad were educators. My dad was a high school principal, my mom was a teacher, and their advice to me is that if you play basketball in the NBA, you better not go broke. That was their advice to me. You better not be like these other athletes and go broke. So I looked at my checking account and we had 12 months to figure this thing out. I was scared. I was nervous. My daddy taught me to pay attention. Realtors, hear me clearly. You could be the best in the world at what you do, but you better pay attention. Success is all around you. Just pay attention. See, where you are right now in your career is a point of reference. Don't you ever confuse your potential with who you are at the time. The biggest mistake you can make in this world is to understand that you have potential, but that's not who you are today. Who you are today is a point of reference. And it is your job to reach your potential. We become more like Christ from glory to glory to glory. You got a couple of more glories. 17 years. Every year we've gotten bigger, stronger, and faster. Every year our revenue has increased. Glory. Lesson number 1, mindset. You better start thinking about what you think about. You say to yourself, oh, well, I'm introverted. You know, I could be a realtor, but, you know, I could be better, but I'm introverted. As a man thinketh, so is he. So you convince yourself you're introverted. Successful people know a lot of people. You will never meet a highly successful person who doesn't know a lot of people. So if you convince yourself that you're introverted, you have just crippled yourself from ever making money. We have to work on your mindset. You better start thinking about what you think about, and you better pay attention. See, way back in school, we got brainwashed. Mindset is a family situation. Can I mess your head up right now? Smart companies are training and development organizations masquerading in their core business. What is McDonald's training and development company? What is Chick-fil-A training and development company? What is the Buffini companies? It's a training and development company. Smart companies are training and development at their core. They're training and development organizations masquerading as a family. So if you want to up your game, you have to buy into training and development. I'm a little inconsistent with my efforts, and that's why I'm a freaking average realtor. Do you ever think about what you think about? Some of us right now in this room are being victimized by the mindset you had back in middle school and high school. You better start thinking about what you think about. You know, I made it to the NBA because I go for it and I get along with people. I go hard and I get along with people. See, the key to being successful in the world right now, you better be good with people. Life is messy sometimes, am I right or wrong? You should always be positive. You should always have a good attitude. Well, God gave me emotions. I should use them. Passion is when your emotions and logic intertwine. So for you to be passionate about real estate, your logic and your emotions need to be intertwined. See, some of you guys have the intellect and some of you guys have the passion, but you have to have both to be successful in this business. You have to be successful in this business. You must have both. You must have the logic and the intellect of a top realtor, but you must have the emotions of a top realtor. In other words, if no one shows up for your open house, you don't get discouraged and quit. I played in the NBA because I dominated the fundamentals of basketball. I could dribble, I could shoot, I could rebound. Some of you guys like, yeah, I can take you. No, you can't. I will kick your butt. That's just the truth because I was a pro. So if you win by one and still win, you better pay attention to every little detail. You tell me you're a big time realtor, you better always look like success. You should always look like money. It's a part of the brand. How does Charlie Ward win a Heisman and not get drafted? He didn't pass the eyeball test. How does Doug Flutie win a Heisman and he bounces around his whole NFL career? So stop communicating with people, connect with people. What do I need to do to play in the NBA? I'm taking this thing to the next level. We about to rise up. In order for you to rise up, you better take your game to the next level. Your mindset needs to go to the next level. Your information needs to go to the next level. Your relationships need to go to the next level. Take your money and get information and access, and you will get good habits and good rituals, and you will go to the next level. Coach, what do I need to do to play in the NBA? He says, you can't run, you can't jump, you can't dribble, you can't shoot, and you can't rebound, son. Next year, I'll be your most improved player. I'm going to think, I'm going to execute, and I'm going to win. I'm going to execute what I've been trained to do. I'm connected to a shark. I'm connected to the greatest training organization in the world for realtors, and when I get home, I'm going to become somebody different. What do I need to do? You need to have an honest self-assessment about what your weaknesses are. And that's how you get to the next level. You are my favorite teammate because you made me better. I love playing with you because you made me better. And that's what impact players do. They make their community better. They make their city better. They make their town better. They make realtors better. Be an impact player, and anyone in your life, if they need a shark, you become their shark. You will be like a shark. You will think like a shark. And you can't go backwards, and if you stop swimming, you will die. Brian Buffini, he can't go backwards, and if he stops swimming, he will die. So ladies and gentlemen, you're connected to the right shark. All you need to do is be a good sucker fish. And don't you ever be a parasite, which means don't you ever come to this conference and go back home and do nothing. And then claim, oh, well, I tried it and it didn't work. No. Quick enough and fast enough to be a top realtor. You got to change the perspective that you can sell $1 million house, but you better look like you live in one yourself. All it took for me is get my mindset right and recalibrate. I don't know what's going on in your life. Whatever part of your life is not living up to your dream life, I got a chance to play in the NBA because I recalibrated. What do coaches do? They recruit, they develop, and they retain top talent. He's an idiot, she's an idiot, he's a thug, she's a thug, he doesn't get it, she doesn't get it. All day long you focus on what's wrong with somebody instead of focusing on right with them and simply say, hey, give him to me. If somebody making $100,000 in this business, why not you? If someone's making $1 million in this business, why not you? If someone gets to walk across this stage, you guys cheer and go crazy because they built an amazing business. Why not you? The only way I made it to the NBA, I had to dribble like an NBA ball player. I had to shoot like an NBA ball player. I had to pass like an NBA ball player. I had to defend like an NBA ball player. I had to play defense like an NBA ball player. I had to get in shape like an NBA ball player. I had to master the fundamentals of basketball. And then I became an NBA ball player. How does that weak little fish make it in the ocean? The moment a shark is born, it never stops moving forward or it dies. Sharks never stop moving forward or they die. So can I ask you a question? What has stopped you in the past? Was do you want to be a pro? You can go the rest of your life and be a really good basketball player, but do you want to be a pro?